James Old back with another video. In this video we're going to answer multiple questions surrounding the Facebook ad campaign settings, specifically related to pixels. The Facebook pixel is a great tool and something that interests lots of people, as it should. You've got a question from a subscriber. He asks, should we be setting all ad sets conversion result to purchases? Says he currently has his on initiate checkout and he wants to know if there's a better way to find out how many sales are being made from each ad set. So there's two separate parts to this. The first is what you optimize for. Facebook Pixel is an intelligent system that Facebook has. It automatically optimizes your ad delivery, shows your ad to the people who are most likely to perform the action you set as the goal. So you can set the goal to be add to carts, you can set it to be initiate checkouts, or you can set it to be purchases. There are others, but those are the main ones that we're going to focus on when we're doing dropshipping, because we don't care as much about the engagement on the post, we want sales. I can tell you upfront that I usually set my ad goal, my campaign goal, to be purchases. However, it can make sense to use either add to carts or initiate checkout when you're just getting started with a new campaign, because the way the Facebook pixel works is it can only optimize based on the data it has, and the more data you give it, the better the optimization will be. So if you're telling it to optimize for as many add to carts as possible, then it will be able to use more data, because obviously you're going to have far more add to carts than sales. So it probably has about 4 times as much data on add to carts as it does on sales, just because it's earlier in the funnel. For that reason, it's often recommended that you start off with add to carts and then later transition into purchases once you've got plenty of pixel data for a specific product. That's one way of doing it, and I know some gurus or marketing experts that would recommend that. I've had success starting off with the goal of purchases right from the beginning, so that's usually just what I do now. If you really wanted to optimize this, you'd have to try them all three and obviously make sure you're profitable or breaking even first, and then let all three goals run and see which does best. Second part of the question is whether there's a better way to find out how many sales are being made from each ad set. And here there's a little bit of a misconception, because even if you set your campaign goal as being add to carts, you can still look at your data and find out how many purchases or how many initiate checkouts you got. So the goal doesn't change the amount of data and analytics you get later on. I'm just going to go over to the Facebook Business Manager and show you how to do this and explain what I mean. I've got a follower on Twitter who I'm helping with his Facebook ads. He's kind enough to give me access to his accounts for purposes of demonstrating these principles in action. So if you go into the Power Editor or Ads Manager, you'll get these. Here are all his ad sets. You want to go to columns where it says performance right now, and you want to select customize columns. That will allow you to change what data you see here. If you go in here, you've got all the things that you can look at for your campaigns, and he's already got website purchases activated right now. So website conversion is a bit of a strange one. We're going to add website ads to cart and checkouts initiated. Click apply and you'll see they are added at the back. And even though his campaign goal is purchases, we can still see how many adds to cart and initiated checkouts he's had. So that's the answer to the second part of the question. The campaign goal you set has no impact on the type of analytics you get on the back end. You always know how many sales you get from which campaign, regardless of the settings there. Got another question, similar topic. It's from Kobe. He says he has over 100 purchases on his Pixel, which means he has made some sales already for a product. So his Facebook Pixel has a rough idea of what type of people buy his product, which is good. And now he's wanting to run Facebook campaigns using this data. And he asks which conversion objective he should use, ATC, that's add to cart, or purchases. Again, I'll repeat what I said before. There's no real way of knowing without testing it first. And there's also no real cost to testing it, because if your campaign is going to be profitable, it will likely be profitable with both settings. Add to cart, it's not the real goal, but I have found that my conversion rates, my cart dropout rate is more or less constant. So regardless of what else I do, roughly the same percentage of people that add a product to the cart will at the end purchase. So whether I use add to cart or purchases as the goal, the results are roughly equal, except of course there's twice as many add to carts as there are purchases. So for me personally, so far it hasn't made a difference, but you should test it once you have a successful campaign. Try both and find out for yourself which works best in your unique example. That's all for today about the Facebook Pixel. If you have any questions, please do drop them down in the comments. I'll answer every single question. If it's a good one, I might even do a video. We're releasing new videos every day, so if you're interested in dropshipping, want to build your first online business or a new online business, if you're already doing this stuff, please do subscribe, and I hope I can help you with more useful information in the future. That's all for today. Thank you very much for listening. Until next time.